welcome back to Unapologetic Voices.
I'm doing the intro.
Get him, dude.
Oh. Welcome back to... no, I do it.
See how...
See, now you get
Yeah. I'm the voice.
hard to be on the spot.
He set the momentum, and I was like, nah,
He took it from me.
Yeah.
He took the moment
He
from
took
me.
the moment. I couldn't get in the mindset of jumping back in.
Stole his thunder a little bit. That's okay.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Unapologetic Voices. My name is Thomas Tripp, joined by the beautiful co-host
Kyle Torres.
Today is a very special day on our podcast here. We have our first time ever podcast guest. I don't know what the fuck that means. Would you guys like to introduce yourself? I'm Cedric.
I'm Robert. We do a podcast called Spookiboiz. Kyle's married to my cousin, so I was like, yeah, dude. I also have a podcast, dude. Let's also come on here. But you can find us on YouTube at Spookiboiz Podcast. It's spelled a little weird. B-O-I-Z, Spooky B-O-I-Z. And we're also on Spotify, Instagram, pretty much anywhere you can get a actual podcast on. Yeah, that's it.
Perfect. Let's get to business.
Hell yes, dude.
I've always wanted, like, after having parrots and, like, seeing, like, them actually be, like, personable to the person they actually fuck with, I've always wanted to raise one from young. Like a hatchling.
If I had her when
me.
she was a hatchling, I would have had her as, like, a best companion.
Yeah.
She'd be sitting on my shoulder right now.
Oh, yeah.
I would be, like,
That's
showing
just the
you
bond they
fucking
have.
tricks.
Yeah.
It took me so long just to be able to fucking touch her. Like, this should, like, you see how she's sort of getting irritated, but she doesn't care because it's me?
Just get a...
That's why so many people on the internet have problems getting rid of their parrots if they want to finally rehome after 15 years, because anybody that walks in that place and tries to just grab them wrong, no, I guarantee you, it lights them up.
Yeah. And then sometimes if you do that, they'll get so stressed they'll just die.
Yeah, exactly. Because they got so used to you. They bond to you. Like,
Do? Yeah.
They do that?
They do that.
Dude, just get a pigeon. They don't pair bond.
Oh, okay.
So you'll be alright.
Well, they'll try to mate with you.
Pigeons. They'll hang out with you. They'll do like the thing where
they have like a mating dance. They'll do it just so that they could hump you.
Yeah.
They won't actually. I mean, they don't have like.
Well, they don't. Yeah, I understand.
They can't hump you.
But
it's not like a dog, dude.
Right, I understand. But
fucking stupid.
The member is like somewhere in there.
I'm sure they got like a weird.
They'll remember the member.
Oh my god. You're just going.
Man, we just kind of took turns on that bathroom, huh?
Yeah.
I guess so.
You gotta go next?
No.
Dude, I crushed like 3 of those.
I used it before I went.
Something else fucking.
Okay, I'm here. To our listeners, sorry, the party got boring. I'm back. No worries.
Party got boring.
I almost said the pornography got
Important.
Never gets boring.
Just in time for the money shot.
We're the real Goon Squad. Gooner, are we going to increase our goonage by tunage? We all hold hands while we're gooning.
Yeah, gooning, like,
Yeah.
By the way, what's the definition of gooning? Because the only thing I know about goon, quote unquote, is like the subreddit.
Yeah, so basically, when you're gooning, you jerk off.
Okay.
You're watching porn on like 4 or 5 different screens.
It's like overload?
Yeah.
Got it.
So you overload your brain to the point where you
overload?
Essentially,
You overload.
Oh, you get cooked.
You cook yourself, dude. And you're basically a goon.
So
speaking of which,
gooning out.
Can I borrow your VR headset?
Yeah.
So Tuesday night, right?
So I was playing Demio, like, when I asked you if you wanted to play it, right?
You never told me the name, so now I'm with you.
Whatever, the VR game.
Okay.
And it's a D&D VR game.
Can you goon on it?
You can goon.
Oh yeah.
So what was happening was we were playing. It was me. Who the fuck was the other person? It was my baby cousin. And fucking
Camel
my
toe
brother.
right there, brother.
Right? And
Fucking around, dude.
fucking look at
Boy.
it.
Let me spin on it.
let me see that pussy.
Spit on it.
But so long story short, this random dude joins our thing, and he's just telling us how he watches very intense porn on his VR while he plays this game.
Kind of based.
Same time.
Cyber Psychos.
Yeah. So like we're like playing and doing all this stuff, and then all you see like in the background is that he has it free hands, right?
Yeah.
So he's not using the hand. He has it set to where it just auto does.
Yeah.
And you see his hand in the background just like this, and he's like playing the game, and he's doing this like the whole
What do
time.
you say to him? Like dude,
And-
come on.
And then we're like, "What are you doing over there, man?" And he's like, "Dude, I'm watching some Asian get fucked right now." And I'm just like,
edging the
I'm
entire
like-
time, dude.
I'm like, man, I've never used my VR for that kind of stuff. He's like, dude, let me break it down for you.
Oh, Jesus.
He's like, let me pause this video. He pauses it, and
You
he's
don't
like,
have to.
he's like,
I mean, yeah, actually, you know what? Pause it.
Don't talk to me while you're jerking off.
So he's just like, so you got to do this first. You got to go to the settings. You got to turn on developer mode. Once you turn on developer mode, you got to go to this one website. You got to download this thing that allows your VR to actually have a higher definition,
Okay.
so that when you look at something, it actually looks like real, and it puts you into it a lot better.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, so like, is it something fast? Can we do this quick? And then he's like,
Can
yeah.
we do this quick?
Did he probably finish 3 times in that conversation?
Did he talk
Dude.
you into this? Like, what's happening?
Oh,
here?
I started downloading everything.
Were you a part of it?
So
Oh,
I told
we're
him,
both here.
because like the more and more we talked to him, I was like, dude, like, what the fuck's going? Are we about to just start circle jerking? My cousin's sitting right across from me, and that's my baby cousin. I don't want him to see my penis, but I guess we'll have to.
Well, whatever happens, happens.
Leave
And
now. He just stands up.
And like the dude is just like telling us all this shit, and then I start fucking downloading. I start fucking connecting my VR to my computer so that it will work. And then I'm like, okay, so what do I do next? Blah blah blah. And he's like, it's gonna take like 2 hours. I was like, you lost me.
Yeah.
Because we're in the middle of playing the game.
What's
My
gonna take
attention
2
span's
hours?
gone.
To like actually get it implemented and working.
I was gonna say I got 3 minutes, son. I'm a 1 pump chump. I got other shit to do.
Yeah.
Look, man,
So-
we got about 3 more skill checks
So
after this.
what
I
he
think
told me that he was doing was he had like 3 different tabs opened on the side, and then the main game right here. So like he
It's a
could
bit
turn
much.
his head and just start watching whatever he wanted. And he was
3
telling
tabs is crazy.
he had
Porn?
specific websites that he
That's
goes to.
insane, bro.
Yeah.
I would totally walk over to him.
But the
This
whole
time.
the whole time we were playing, we played for about an
Everyone
hour and a
swans
half
up.
together. Whole time, that's one hand doing that while he's playing the game the
Dude,
whole time.
honestly,
That's crazy.
we need him in the Discord.
I wanted to add him before we all like quit the game because we ended up winning the round or
Nice.
whatever.
Yeah.
And then I was like, dude, I need to add you, blah blah blah. And I went to click to add him, and it wouldn't let me add him.
Oh.
And it was like one of those finicky times where like the game doesn't have an add button or something.
Yeah.
that would have
But
been awesome.
but
if
my
he
brother
was like-
fucking remembered his name,
too
and
late.
so we're gonna look him up and see if we can get him in the fucking Discord and shit because he is fucking hilarious.
That would have been sweet if he
Oh.
was like, you either die a hero or live long.
And he's one of those people, like, he's one of those people that you can tell he's not from this country. He had a strong
Oh,
accent,
right on.
and he was speaking perfect English with a strong accent.
Those are the kind of people you can trust.
And I was like, this guy will show me the promised land.
I feel like no, exactly because I feel like
I
overseas,
will see Asian
gooning
pussy.
exactly. gooning is
was
art
he?
to them,
Like,
dude.
where was he from?
What kind of
Ethnicity-wise,
accent?
what are
Yeah.
we
So
talking?
he had a mixture between like Indian and Mexican talk.
Indian. Okay.
But he wasn't like fully
got it.
Indian from what it sounded
I
like.
love how you described it.
I understand it now.
Yeah.
You got
I understand it now.
Yeah.
Like every once in a while you'd hear the thank you, come again. And then the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
times you would hear like
it. This might be the most racist episode.
Yeah.
What we will do now is we will download
If it wasn't the technology, it's this.
Pornhub.
we
You will see Bob's Virgin. Pop up 3 to 1.
put up 3, 2, 1.
He was talking you through, dude. He's been there before.
Dude,
Customer service.
he told us
This is something.
You might as well go all out now.
Oh, fuck, dude.
I don't think the band's gonna take off.
It's alright.
yeah, I don't know because we mentioned porn. Do we have to put 18 plus on this one?
No.
Nah, who cares?
Yeah,
Our
who
entire
gives a
show is
fuck?
18 plus, isn't it?
Crude content.
That's like the specific
Yeah,
label.
it has different labels because now crude content can still be shown to children, but when you start talking 18 plus stuff, then you have to put 18 plus and it won't be shown to any children.
You guys ever used to do weird porn shit?
Yeah,
Like with your
Like
friends, like fucking.
like you know when you're sitting
Like,
with
what
your
do you
boy,
When you're
and
sitting
you're just
with your
like,
homie and you're just
yeah,
like
you're just like
on the
look at
side.
this.
You're not gooning, but you're like mentally.
No, yeah,
gooning,
you're not
and
beating
like,
your meat or nothing.
I'm not gonna lie, you guys.
Oh, shit,
A minute ago, I was looking at the wedding pictures because I was like, I gotta see if you were there because like it's crazy I don't remember your face, and I was like swiping through my photos. I was like, oh, and I got distracted. For like 20 seconds in my reel, and then I was like, oh, wedding. Right in between the wedding videos.
I'll give you an example though.
Yeah.
So
Beautiful
right,
wedding videos. Yeah.
right outside my
Stop
house.
pointing in my general direction.
No, right outside my
Thank
house.
you.
I wasn't pointing at you. Me and my buddy Leo, if you remember Leo, obviously you do. But we were sitting in his car. He brought me home from school or from my job or whatever. I don't remember, but he gave me a ride.
Okay.
And we're just sitting there. And I'm like, all right, man, I'll see you later. He's like, hey, man, hold on. Just sit for a second. And I was like, oh, he wants to talk to me about something. He's like, I've been meaning to show you this. He fucking looks up this guy with like a fucking horse cock. Just jizzing on women.
Okay.
Oh, what's the name?
What,
of the guy?
Mudbone?
Mudbone.
OG
Fucking
Mudbone?
Mudbone.
That
dude.
might
Yeah,
have been
dude.
him, but I watched 30 minutes of him just jerking it in front of this girl's face.
And then
Why
he
do you guys
finally.
And then he
remember what
finally-
it's
Yeah,
called?
yeah. Classic.
And then he finally blows,
Internet,
and he's
dude.
like spewing
And it
gallons.
looks like a gallon of milk is getting poured on this.
Yeah.
poor bitch. Yeah.
And the
like-
first shot that hits her goes right in her nose,
Ooh.
and she goes, and then it's all in her mouth. And then
she was.
it wasn't good for her. She
Goes through the
drowned.
nose out the mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then like
The
as it
waterboarding
was
by
all
semen.
happening, a big ass snot bubble of cum comes out her nose. Oh, dude.
She's just sitting there.
I remember this video very fondly.
It is kind of like the weird shit we used to do as like teenagers. We would just be like, yeah.
You're hanging with your boys, watching porn.
Yeah, dude.
Somebody has
Here,
to leave the
take-
room. Handle your business.
Here, take the laptop with you. You come back, I'll go and finish up, dude.
So
Dude, weird shit, dude.
Yeah, it's like,
But if you say you didn't do it, you're lying.
yeah,
yeah, for real.
you're
Fucking
fucking
lying.
lying. Dude.
So I just remember one time. This just made me remember fucking Victor.
We've all seen Scooby What to Do.
No, we haven't.
Scooby What to Do, tell him, dude.
So
Oh, what the hell are you people talking about?
oh look,
Dude, you don't
he's
know.
showing you his tattoo.
Oh, dude, the guns are
Yeah,
out.
hell yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
fucking
that's
holy.
hard. I
That's
love
sick.
that, dude.
Thank you.
That's super sick.
Fuck
What
you.
was it, Shai Halud, dude?
Yes.
He knows. No, these
Kill
guys.
yourself.
These guys got references.
Get him.
I kind of like Fremen, dude. Like I kind of knew about Dune before the movie came out.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, dude.
So I
Herbert
want
West
you to
or
understand. I
whatever.
gotta cut you off. We can't talk about doing the
Sorry.
podcast. We're not sponsored.
Oh, okay.
I gave that to you.
He'll get too happy. That's why we can't. You can continue. I'm sorry.
What?
You can continue. What
Oh
you
no,
said.
dude. I was just
apologize.
saying, like, you know, we used to do weird shit as like teenagers. Like
Oh yeah.
here, dude, take the laptop, go into the bathroom for a little bit, then I'll come in after. I'll finish up too, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Do what you gotta do.
What?
Just
Did
us?
you
Alright.
Dude,
You guys.
I think-
Well, it's a bunch of like edgy fucking 13-year-olds
We're-
that are like, dude, we have a laptop now.
were you there for the party when it was like we all went to Jake's house and stayed the night? It was like fucking 8 of us.
Oh yeah. I tried to get everyone to play fucking HeroClix, and it was just like, yeah, this game actually kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Now that I look at it,
I just remember you talking about it all the time too.
I was like, dude, this shit is awesome. Like actually playing it, I'm like, this is actually
so I just
not that fun.
remember
Not as fun as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
because I know you remember Victor, right?
Yeah.
So
Victorino.
yeah, Victorino Yepes. Not sponsored.
Not.
Victorino.
Oh, okay.
Is he related to John?
Yeah, he is related to John.
I don't like.
No, he's cool.
Tattoos, dude.
That looks way cooler than I thought it was. going to, by the way, that looks awesome. That's so cool. Fuck you, Kyle. We got tats.
Okay.
Fuck you.
But
Fuck ass bitch.
John, essentially John's cousin,
Pussy.
he's a really cool guy for the most part, but
Fucking
I'll say this, as an adult,
Should hold him down,
he's
dude.
really cool. as a child, he's a socially awkward kid, right?
Okay.
So we're all at this party, and he has his laptop, and we're all playing video games together, just fucking going crazy on whatever game we're playing. And we like pause, turn around, and look at him. We're like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm sad." And then I'm like, "What are you sad about?" And he's like, you know, I had an issue with my girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. We had an argument before I came here. And then I was like, well, what are you doing on your laptop? He's like, I'm watching porn right now.
Well, that's what you do.
And then we're like, what? And he's like, yeah, I'm watching this girl put anal beads in her ass,
Nice.
blah, blah, blah. And then like
Anal Olympics.
He took off his headphones, like unclicked it, and then all you hear is her talking about like, I'm surprised there's nothing in there. I ate like a burger today and some fries. It should be sloppy.
And then everyone immediately is just like,
watching
as a unit, just like, tight.
Yeah. we all paused, turned around, and was just watching with him. And then we were like.
I mean, just exploring E-fucked.
I was just about to say that. We're all just watching this
teenager.
morbid shit of this porn star casting couch videos of these women.
Why do you
it's
look
pretty-
like you never did any of this?
E-fucked is a website where it is just like porn bloopers and stuff where it's just
Dude, a lot of
some of it is very reprehensible. I'm not gonna lie.
I guess
It is pretty fucked
It's
up.
really fucked up.
But it's called E-fucked, and there's one where it's like a casting couch,
yeah.
and the entire time the guy is just roasting them.
Yeah, it's really
It is kind of fucked up. Pretty fun.
They probably do deal with that in the industry all the time, though.
Yeah.
But, like, it brings it to light in a very playful, but not really way.
Not really at all. Well, the website that it was taken from is called Facial Abuse, so you you get what you paid for.
This is the extra information that I was telling you
Yeah.
about.
I
Sorry,
grew up
anyway.
in a lower middle class white household
Hell
where
yeah, brother.
Christianity was
Sorry.
very strong
And no one shared porn.
and nobody,
No one shared
no
porn. It
one
was
gave
repressed,
me access
Gotta let
to
it out,
such
brother.
wonderful things.
Oh.
I did used to goon pretty hard with my Nintendo 3DS though.
Okay.
You know how you had the like the Wi-Fi?
Yeah,
thing down
yeah.
there? Dude, I used to read hentai on my
Nice,
3DS
dude.
so much, like constantly. That was kind of like I've seen porn before. I never really got into it
Based.
back then, but like the hentai, like
Mm-hmm.
the what's it called
Dojinshi.
Dojinshi. I used to be
It's not all hentai. It's not all hentai.
It's not all
Dojinshi
hentai.
is just fan comics.
It is torture, and yeah.
Hey,
so,
sometimes stuff happens, but that's not what we read it for.
They make Dojinshi of American comics too.
Oh.
Some guy that did a Spawn fan Japanese comics.
Yeah.
Pretty sick. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
No
My
worries. I got into that so much in my 3DS that my parents started to notice that I was always constantly like looking at it and like going to the bathroom or something. I was pretty young. I was probably like 12, right? Or something.
Yeah.
No, I was probably like 13, 14.
All right.
And they it got to the point where one day I was just openly like rocking it.
Just going, dude.
And I fell asleep
in front of your
with-
parents?
No, but I fell asleep with my bedroom door. No, I fell asleep with my bedroom door open.
Looks around, mom's dad's looking that way.
The one time the DS doesn't die.
Man, for real. And it wasn't like mom and dad, by the way. It was dad and stepmom. So my stepmom, who was
God.
pretty new to me, walked into my bedroom and just sees me sprawled out.
Oh!
Apparently, she told me this because I was asleep. Like, you know, the post-nut. Dude, I was
What the
literally
hell?
naked.
Oh,
Like half
my
naked.
God.
Sprawled out on my bed. No covers on. 3DS wide open right here. And I think it was like a t-shirt I was using to clean up.
Oh, man!
What you gotta do, man?
And
Your
it was
laundry's
so
done.
bad. Dude, I woke up and I was like tucked into bed. That's how bad it was. And my 3DS was gone. I'm almost positive there was either a note or a text. I don't remember if I had a phone at that point. Where like a legit phone. Where like my stepmom was like, "Hey, we need to talk," and like it was after dinner. I remember this was like a 9 p.m. conversation. Like I didn't eat. Like I was dead asleep for like 4 hours, and so I come out and like I think my stepmom. I don't think my dad was home. Was watching TV. She turns it off and she says, "We have to have a conversation, and I don't know if I should have your dad here for this." I was like, "What's going on? Where's my 3DS?" And she's like, I took that away because I saw the most disgusting, inhumane things I've ever seen on your 3DS. I didn't even know you could do that on there. And I was like, I don't remember what I was reading, but it must have been immaculate. I was so
Tentacles involved, maybe.
Dude, I'm sure it was something crazy. So,
NTR? No.
Yeah. No, yeah, so funny I never told that story, but that is one case of how bad I had it.
Okay.
Bro, you guys are on some crazy shit.
I'm on demon time, dude. So there was this. So in my dining room, you guys see my dining room, right?
Yeah.
So there's, yeah, dude. There used to be like a desk in my dining. Yeah, dude.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, how are you? I'm good. Why are your pants so cold?
I'm freezing.
You want me to turn the heat up?
Like, yes, please.
Is it loud?
No.
There was this so there was this desk that used to be my dining room. We used to keep our family computer on it.
Oh,
Goon
yeah.
Squad. Goon Squad all day, dude.
Okay.
So
Is that why it doesn't work anymore?
no. We don't have one in there anymore.
Speakers.
Cummies
So,
in the keyboard.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Crazy.
dude. So there was this website that I used to go to called there was
Heavy
one
R.
called no.
I know
That's
something.
crazy.
I
That's
know
crazy,
something,
brother.
Rob. Go
Hell
ahead.
yeah.
So there was one called Hentai School.
Okay.
There was another called Fan Art Central.
Okay.
Hentai School would give you like full clips of stuff.
Gotcha.
Bible Black, dude.
Ooh.
Angel Blade.
Now you're going through throwbacks.
Yeah,
Bible Black.
Love
is
Blue
an
Girl.
OG. Okay.
Yeah, dude. So
With you.
I would either do that or I would go onto a place called Fan Art Central.
Gotcha.
And it was just like fan art
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And what I would do is whenever somebody would go upstairs from like, just coming home, I'd get home first thing getting home
jerking
from
it.
school. I'm blasting ropes.
I
1,
gotcha.
2, 3.
Damn.
I'm fucking
Unleashing the beast.
So I
Huh?
said, it's funny
Yeah.
that gooning is now like this term,
And,
this like hallmarked term, but it's been something
We
we
used to
did
do it
for
for
our
fun.
whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I did was one time I saw this comic that some guy made of these two characters from Dead or Alive
Okay.
called Ayane and Kasumi.
Okay.
And they were banging. Lesbian banging.
I'm in.
I was like, whoa, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Fire up the printer. Gotta save it. Gotta save it. Fire up that printer, dude. Print out the full, 12-page comic.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Hide it.
Yeah.
I gotta find a hiding place for this. They cannot find it in my room.
Yeah.
I gotta do what they do to me, dude. Make it way too high for them to
reach for
for them to reach for it.
All right.
We had a TV and an extra TV and an Xbox in our front room,
Okay.
and
This is crazy. You
it
didn't
was
start with
like-
your room, by the way.
yeah, it was just I don't know why I did this, dude. It was just a like a big bar kind of situation.
Okay, I got you.
I hit it on top of that, not even that tall. As an adult now, not even that tall. They found it.
Did you hide it under
Instantly.
anything or?
No.
Oh my god!
It was just on
right there.
They
You
instantly knew
wrote
it
the
was
name of the title on it like it's a
You're like,
fucking.
here's a note from Santa.
You guys ever see people write scripts? It
Yeah,
just
yeah,
looks
yeah.
like it's just Robert's shitty handwriting.
So they found
at the
it,
same time.
And what they did was they just clowned on me. They just laughed at me. They were just like, at least he's not gay. Well, that's one way to look at it.
Right.
What if I was? What if I had turned out to be, dude?
He was a
Are you not
lesbian
rough?
at the time.
Yeah, dude. That was pre-op.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Hey, yeah, thank you, dude.
Did you all also fall in love with lesbian porn for a while?
Yeah.
Did that fascinate you or what?
It did. It was
So,
awesome.
literally, I can remember for 2 years of my life, that was the only kind of porn that would get me off.
Oh, nice.
Which I guess means you're not gay,
I suppose.
right? Because I think seeing the dude kind of turned me off. You're not answering.
I guess I'm gay. Because I never got into lesbian porn. I still don't get into it. I don't find it as, enjoyable.
I was just about to say that. You're into
Can't
lesbian
go too
porn
deep
because
in.
you're just like, fuck yeah, dude. This
Two
is
girls,
awesome.
yeah.
This is two girls getting after it. But as you like get older and you like I don't know, you bang a bunch of people.
Anal explosion.
Yeah. You like disconnected with that state of mind because you can't relate to anything that's going on right now because they're even fucking a plastic version of you.
I'm
and then,
so
like,
with you.
And then it's just like, never mind. And it's not even like the dick being involved makes you gay. The dick being involved makes you involved. It puts you in that headspace.
I have a pee-pee. He has a pee-pee.
It's got.
I would drill it like that too.
I really switched.
Yeah.
I like watching the femboys now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Full circle, whatever.
All roads lead to T-porn, dude.
Yeah.
I was listening to this one fucking podcast.
I know a lot of people.
Shane Gillis and Matt McCusker, MSSP.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, they have a really funny show. There's a bit that they have where it's just like all roads of like going more extreme into porn. Everything just leads into T-porn. Everything just
it does.
Like you just.
It's like they're waiting for you on the other side.
It's like the end of the rainbow, honestly.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. That's the pot of gold right there.
Yeah, dude.
It's everything you could want.
You go through 5. You go through
What, like
Asian
chicks with
anal
dicks?
aces 5, and then you just end up.
I don't know. It
trans
never really
dicks.
like
Yeah,
got me going. You know.
Oh, it gets me going.
I don't know why. Like whenever I see it, it'll just be like some like a chick with a dick, and then it's like a normal girl, right?
Sure.
And then
that's great, by the way.
I'm like, I'll look at it, and I'll be like, this isn't really my thing, and then I'll move on to the next thing that actually interests me.
Yeah.
You know, but like I'll always give it like a quick.
Yeah. Like you gotta like
you gotta have the interest
like,
at
Tip
least.
your toe in.
Right.
Yeah. You don't know if the water's cold.
Because I'll watch a little bit of anything and everything as long as it pops up, and I'm like, oh, is that really the option? Midget porn?
Yeah, whatever.
What?
I don't ever look.
I'll be honest with you. If you get a little bit more.
Just to let you know, I've never looked it up, but it has popped up in the choices, and then I'm like,
well,
you know.
One time, I have a great story. I'm surprised I haven't told this before. It's because we never really segued into this kind of conversation.
Yeah, we
That's
never
a great
do.
Story of like.
kind of went off the rails a little bit.
This was before my time with the hentai and 3DS. So this is when I was discovering porn and I was like using the family laptop.
Did you use the Nintendo Wii?
Oh shit!
Never.
I did.
So, what happened?
Pizza.
All right.
Little.
Let me get a lick.
rough.
So, long story short, I was using my mother's work laptop to jerk off every morning. I would get up at like 3 a.m. to like use it to jerk off. And my search, I would like to mention that I was a minor at this time.
Okay.
So
why is my search history cleared?
I think my searches were a little too aggressive. But for my age, no. I'm leaning towards allegedly,
Docking.
like, as my
Allegedly.
age, I was looking for things as my age.
Oh, so
So it got to the point. Yeah, this was before the internet was like really like people cracked down on that kind of thing. But this is like right when it was starting to kind of take note. Dude. So like as a young man, I was I think I was before 13.
Yeah.
So I was very young discovering this kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oops.
It got to the point where the computer got locked and a giant blue screen came on and it said FBI, blah, 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 blah. This. It was not a virus. It was, we are now tracking your thing. Your camera has been, blah, blah, blah. If you discard this device, we will know we're going to send an agent to your house. Yeah, like.
Whoa!
Yeah,
shit!
It got to the point where, like, the computer got locked so hard.
Did your soul leave your body?
Yeah, I woke up my mom.
Oh.
So I've been doing this for like months, right? Like probably 4 months of like working it to where like you just start to discover you can search up certain tastes. Yeah, and as a young boy, I was like looking up things I think that were more around my,
Age.
criteria.
Yeah.
So I didn't say that, you did. So yeah, like the computer got locked and I had to wake up my mom at like 4 a.m. and be like, hey, this is your work laptop that you let me use sometimes. I've been using it for pornography and the FBI has locked it. Yeah. So I don't know what she did, but like a week later, her computer started working again.
No, that was a virus.
That is a virus. That is an actual virus.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes
you
me
were a
feel
little kid
lot
that
better
fell for the virus.
because I'm 99%. I was 99% sure that the FBI were going to show up because it didn't say click here for money or like whatever. It just said your computer's now locked. We have access to your camera. We're sending an agent over to talk.
So I have a story about this.
I'm fucking ready.
Oh, God.
Nothing on that caliber, but
Okay.
I was allegedly torrenting porno movie.
What is torrenting?
Do you don't know? Okay, I'll let you do it.
Shut up! What does torrenting mean?
It's just where everyone is downloading one specific file at once.
Okay.
And then they upload that data back so that the next person that downloads it goes a little bit
You can
faster.
seed it to people so that they can get the data a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's really convenient. It's really awesome. If you
it
want to
will
like,
get you in trouble though.
yeah, it will get you in
Is
trouble.
it technically pirated?
It's stealing.
Yes,
100%.
it is.
Okay.
Well, it depends on what you're actually sharing.
That's true.
Okay.
I used
See how
to download
gently
just like
you both
notebooks and
like,
shit.
Yeah.
Educated me on this, and you weren't like aggressive. Like you don't know what that is.
Well, that's why I paused and said I'll let him say
We
it,
could have.
so that I don't have
We
to
had
be
the
what I
option.
usually do to you.
It was out there.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So I did download a movie, and this was some files end up getting tracked or whatever, but some files, if you get that file tracked by your ISP, they'll just send you a fucking email and just be like, hey, delete that. Delete that right now.
Yeah.
You saw
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
you.
Or you might get something with a virus, which is what I did. And it literally said like FBI, like blue screen FBI,
Okay.
etc.
Gotcha.
So this is a thing.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. Oh,
I think
wow.
it's called like a Zeus virus or some shit. This happened back in like 2016.
It's a
dude.
badass name.
Yeah, Leo got that virus too. I'll explain it
Rough,
later.
dude. I had to factory reset my shit. Or there was like the memory thing. Where you
Yeah.
go back to like a certain.
You go back to a
snapshot,
certain preset.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. It's your computer used to save. It still does it, but it'll save previous sets that worked perfectly fine. And you can turn that setting off if you want, but it's good to have it on. And like you can just backtrack to like a week or a month before any of this shit happened, and it'll delete everything before that. Sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't. It depends on the virus and how like hard it would dig into the thing. Just so that you understand, me and Leo used to play League of Legends a lot when we were younger.
You seem like it.
Yeah.
You seem like a
thank
league
you.
player, dude.
This was like maybe 10th
Dude, it's not
grade.
even fun.
Pussy.
So we were like, we had to have been like 15 maybe, but we found out that you could download custom skins
Nice.
for League of Legends, and the other people wouldn't see it, but you could see it, so it was still cool,
It's a League of Legends.
right? So I would just download a bunch of random skins that I thought was cool, and for some reason Leo went to like this porn site where you could download naked models of all of the League of Legends
Hell
characters.
yeah.
So
Let's go.
it would just be like,
I could get on
yeah. And like I would be playing mine where like, well, you got Sonic the Hedgehog running around, fucking
With a big fat cock.
yes, but like on mine it would be like a giant Sonic the Hedgehog. Another one is like Kirby's running around, Mario's there. Like everything looks like cartoony and goofy, right? And then you turn your head to just the second right next to me, and all you see is like, I'm gonna paint the image for you guys if you ever played Garen. But Garen with his giant sword, just holding it right here with his cock on his fucking hand.
Stupid.
Is
Yeah.
his cock the
That's
sword?
great.
So like he's using the cock
Good
to
question.
like hold the blade up,
Paint the picture.
and then like, but it's not actually connected to his dick, because he walks like this and shit, and he's just fully butt naked, just walking around with a giant sword. But like when he like does his like big smash, it's like you see his dick just go bah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then fucking they had a Riven one where I know you don't know any of these characters maybe, but
Sure.
it's essentially another girl who has like a
we're
blade,
not
but
gay.
she's fully naked and just like doing
Nicely.
backflips and
Oh, yeah.
stuff. And then like he just had one
Got
for
him.
every fucking character.
Gay town.
Yeah. And it was just like I would be on mine just having the stupidest cartoon shit, having the greatest time of my life. And then I just look over there and be like, man, he seems a little mature for me. Just watching him
Swinging
fucking
meat.
Yeah, just doing all that dumb shit.
So I just want to say,
Yeah.
and I want the audience to know, this is our audience real quick.
Yeah.
This is you and me conversation.
Oh, okay.
Feel free to jump in.
Okay.
That is the last time I want to hear about League of Legends on our podcast. I'm not allowed to bring up Dune. We're not allowed to talk
Yeah, I
about
know,
Dune
I know.
anymore. That's fine. I want you to know if we're doing a trade-off,
I just want you to know.
Shut the fuck up about League of Legends.
If you go through any of our fucking clips, I have rarely spoken about League of Legends
That's true.
for anything.
That's
I
true.
normally
Get
keep
'em,
that out of this entirely.
And I appreciate that.
It's
So
okay, dude.
right now, you're just doing a nitpick, and I feel attacked. Just so you know.
I'm not gonna apologize on camera.
Because
But
I
you know
feel
how
like
I-
you've just been waiting to say something because I keep hurting you about Dune.
Damn, dude. This
And you're
was-
just figuring one out for
There it
yourself.
is. You know what? You're correct.
Yeah.
And
So
I'm
I'll
gonna
let you
say-
have League because I don't care
I
enough.
appreciate that.
You know, because I only had like 2 interesting stories about League, and I think I've already said them all.
Okay.
And that was like my one other interesting
I
story
gotcha.
where we implemented porn into
It's a
League.
little bit awkward,
We could leave.
The married couple are
This
fighting.
is
Yeah,
what
yeah,
we do
yeah.
consistently.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
I just want to say, if we're gonna cut something out of my life,
Yeah.
that's important to me.
I
We're
want
cutting
you.
off League.
I want you to know
Yeah.
this is a bigger burden for you than it is for me. I hope you feel hurt.
That's fine. No. I don't feel hurt.
Good.
I just feel like I'll kill you.
Because I want you to know Dune's not good. Are we gonna watch that show together?
What show? Dune Prophecy?
Yeah.
I've already watched almost all of it. You wouldn't like
Well, you're a fucking bitch. Because I thought we were gonna watch it together.
it. Since when?
We talked about it once. You were like,
He's on. He's got it.
Yeah.
Ah!
so
Is the
like,
show good?
remember when you were gonna go on vacation before, and you were like, oh, I can watch this while on vacation.
Okay.
And then he said it. He's like, I'm gonna watch it while it's on vacation. I talked to him. I was like, yeah, it's just coming out. Blah blah blah. And then like he looked at it. He's like, oh, it literally comes out when I come back from vacation. And then I was like, oh, well then we can just watch it together.
I kind of remember this.
And then he was like, yeah, sounds great. And then we never watched it. And I was like, whatever. And then I was planning to watch it just to surprise him that I was willing to keep up on
He's
Dune
so
shit.
sweet to me sometimes.
Yeah.
It's so
And-
weird.
I know you guys already established the rule we're not talking about Dune, but if I just saw Timothy Charlemagne fall down a flight of stairs, I'd be like, hell
I agree with you.
I don't know who that is, but
That's
okay.
He's the actor for
The
All
main guy?
Tragedies,
yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
He's from Call Me By
I-
Your Name.
He just got a face, you know? There's something
Swear
about him.
old
He's got
guy
like a
fucks
really
a kid.
square face too.
He's like a stick.
His jawline is strong.
It is true.
That's about the only thing.
And you know what? I'll be honest with you, his acting's not bad.
Okay.
It's not terrible either.
It's not,
I agree.
It's not terrible,
Like,
but
yeah.
I am a big believer that he was in the right roles at the right time to blow up.
Yep.
Yeah.
But does
He
he,
had
deserve
spice.
everything he's acting in? I think so.
That's fair.
Is he overrated? Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Look, dude.
I
it's-
apologize.
Look.
For what?
I don't.
Why are you
I
apologizing?
don't apologize.
Okay.
I consider your sadness because I don't think you would want to watch Dune Prophecy.
I don't know
You
what
wouldn't
that
like
is.
it. I've watched.
Is that the name of the show?
Yes.
Okay.
Probably.
You wouldn't like it. I'll tell you that right now. And
No.
also, I know you don't like Dune, so that must have just completely gone out of my head. That
Yeah,
conversation.
but
Hey, wanna hear an
I'm
interesting
willing.
Dune thing?
I'm willing to struggle.
Did you know that John Wayne Gacy actually was it John Wayne Gacy or Ed Kemper?
Probably
Serial killer Ed Kemper did the audiobook for I think the original Dune.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
That's wild. I didn't know
might
that.
give that
Yeah.
a listen. See if I can
Because back in
Why'd
like,
you
the
say
70s,
wow too?
Stop.
With the bird?
No.
Oh me.
Yeah.
I guess in the 70s they used to do like prisoner programs where they would just like let different prisoners do different things to like earn
That makes
money and
sense.
shit.
Yeah.
And some of them would do audiobooks.
Wow. That's such a cool fact. I appreciate that.
This is kind of a side note. I don't
you
know
can
if
buy
I'm-
the tape online
That's cool.
on
You
eBay.
can buy
dude.
it. I
Yeah.
don't want to buy it.
You can pirate it.
Yeah, I was about to say
It's
that.
probably
Dune,
on
Pirate.
Spotify.
Dune
Yeah.
by a serial killer?
It's probably worth it. And it's
Probably
probably
worth
worth
it, dude.
$13.
Give the serial killer some money.
Collector's item.
It's dead.
Yeah.
True, dude.
Give his family some sort of profit.
I think Ed Kemper's still alive. Weirdly enough.
He's not dead.
Just
He was
rotting
pretty
in
old
there.
when they caught him. Wasn't he like 60?
No.
Ed Kemper
He was
was
like
the chubby
30.
cheeks fatter
Yeah.
guy, right?
He was like 30 something.
He looked 50.
Hey, they all did.
They all did. Everybody
the-
looks older.
it was the
back in
70s,
day.
dude.
It's
And
crazy.
you could be 25 and look 42.
Yeah.
It was
Unfortunately.
Like that
crazy.
thick
yeah.
ass, like half a lifetime mustache.
Yeah.
Look at Cheers, dude. Everyone in Cheers.
Everyone in
Yeah, yeah,
Cheers.
yeah.
But they were all like
Agree.
20 something.
Yeah.
Were
Yeah.
they?
Crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
They all
yeah.
look like they were 40.
I thought they were
You
just all
fucking-
old dudes.
Ted
No.
Danson
No.
in his fucking face.
Oh.
Sorry, that was.
It's
bit aggressive.
I
It's
know.
a bit much.
I'm a little hard.
Sorry about that.
Passion.
What were you saying a second ago, Kyle?
So I was gonna.
Hey, how are you? I'm
Nice
good.
to meet you.
Sir?
Nice to meet you.
I was gonna talk about my brother's best friend, right?
Okay.
I think you've met him before, Jay.
The tattooed guy,
No, he's not. He doesn't.
where they have a podcast.
I don't know if he has tattoos. Does he have tattoos?
They were opening.
Yes,
gifts.
they.
I know Jay.
They have a YouTube
Haven't met
together,
Jay, know Jay.
but you know who he is,
Yeah.
right? So he's a
Come on,
convicted
TJ.
killer too, right?
Oops.
So
That's their show. It's like they're convicts. Go ahead.
they're really fucking funny too, for the most part.
Nah.
So long story short, he did something. He went to jail for it.
Okay.
And he went to
Allegedly.
jail, and he became a renowned fucking poet while in jail.
Mhm.
And he got out recently, right? He's been out for whatever. He's off parole now. So congratulations to him. He didn't get thrown back in. But after his parole just happened,
Is that
He-
the guy that? Oh, never mind. I shouldn't say.
yes, he was at the wedding.
What?
Oops.
Dude, there's so much about the wedding you didn't know.
I had one job.
Sorry, I'm fucking
Get them married.
So
Okay, yeah, after that, I don't remember.
I'll
shit.
explain another side note about him just because I think it's really cool. It's a fun fact. But he is a whole novelist and all this. I met this dude. I thought he was a fucking retard.
Mhm.
Talking to him, he just seemed crazy. All the shit that fuck you, bro. and then I find out that he's getting an award. He's got a fucking medal for his book. He got a bunch of shit.
Oh, wow, nice.
They did a whole fucking what is that shit called when you get honored and then you
Gay
go
sex.
and you go to a place and it's just all about you.
Got him. Got your bitch ass.
Yeah.
Just an honorable.
It's just an honorable thing,
mention,
right?
sure,
So he
yeah.
goes there and he had to make they
Just
did a
honorable
documentary on him just so that they could explain how he's this crazy novelist. They didn't talk about his murder and killing stuff.
Right, why would you?
But because they didn't know that half of him.
Killing.
Huh? Yeah, we don't know nothing.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Well, he's convicted, so it's true.
Do the time,
I don't know anything.
Oh, okay.
Do the crime. Do the time.
I'm not gonna explain what he did. You guys can look him up. But long story short, apparently he was best friends with my wife's dad,
Okay.
and then I think also with Uncle Rob or whatever. They knew him, and they were talking about him at my wedding.
Someone's gonna link people to crimes.
Right. So what happened was I walk up and they call me over and they're like, "Hey, do you know that dude over there that's handing out flyers?" And he was handing out all the pamphlets that say our wedding thing, where to sit, and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what he was handing out.
Oh!
Yeah,
Okay.
you met him.
Wow.
And they were just sitting there talking about. They were like, "You know what he did, right?" And I looked at them and I was like, "No, I don't know that man at all." I immediately
How do
was
you
like,
respond to that? Realistic.
I don't know, Jack Dick.
Because I think he was friends with somebody that is not a good person. I'll tell you about it later. But
fair enough. We can say it outside of this. Okay. But for this story at hand, they were just like, he's a convicted killer, right? And then I was like, what? We have a convicted killer in this place? I was like, man, I wonder if he knows my brother. I just played it off, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, I'm just kidding though. That guy's actually been invited to my wedding. He's one of our close friends. And they were like, how are you friends with this man? They were like, this is our childhood buddy who apparently at 14 or 15 he committed the murders. And then he's been in jail his whole life.
I like that for him.
Ah,
Yeah. But then he got out, he's my brother's best friend because they, served together.
Thank you for your service.
And so whatever, right? And they were telling me the full story, and I'm like, damn, this is more detailed than he fucking told me. I'm like, how did they get all this detail? He literally, because I asked him personally the first time I met him, I was like, so what was your story? What happened with you? Since you're my brother's friend, I know you probably remember whatever you did. He's like, nah, I don't really remember it. I just did it because I felt like it, I'm not going to go into pure detail, but he explained that he never did drugs. He never did anything. Like, he didn't drink. He was just perfectly sane when he did it. He was happy to do it. And I was just like, oh, okay. Cool, man. And then we, like, continued to play games together. You know?
Take care of business.
Yeah, he's just taking care of business.
Just taking care of business.
Don't worry about that.
And I will tell you who he killed after this.
What the fuck?
If you guys want to know, I'll let you know too, but only with his permission.
Well,
you can look him up.
Let's not out people on the podcast, dude. On the pod.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Remember, Carlos?
You guys are wild.
I'm just here, man.
What do you mean? I gave you like the first hour.
I'm just the face.
Sorry, dude. I outed my dad for almost doing a hate crime and being
That's true.
kind of fucked up.
The stuff I just like to say just
Definitely
because
levels.
I think of it and I just gotta let it out.
He's harmless, dude.
You know? What, your dad?
Well,
I'm gonna be honest.
Whoever, you know.
So as much as your dad talks about like that he's this big tough guy, I've never seen him do a lick of violence in front of me or anything like that.
No.
He just seems like the nicest, funniest guy I've met that says a lot of racist shit.
Yeah.
You know? And like there's nothing wrong with that in my head. But like he'll tell me like he tells me these stories about how he went whoop ass on people and I'm like, did you really? You know?
Oops.
Yeah.
I mean, he did teach our dogs to.
Yeah, this one's bad.
Yeah.
Go for the ball.
I feel like you just love telling this one on podcast.
This
Go
one
for
is
it.
funny though.
Go for
It is funny, dude. He used to teach. If we had two big dogs, they were very sweet dogs. They were just babies.
Is it the big fluffy one that I used to see?
He
He would always growl at me, but he'd never bite me.
Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was a teddy bear. And
Yeah.
then we also had another one named Sable, Chocolate Lab. But
Okay.
she was like way sweeter. Like she was sweeter. But he would have.
good.
Yeah. She's adorable, dude. She's a little chocolate lab. And she lost her tail, so she just had like a little nub. So when she would get excited, just fucking.
That's how Rebel is.
Yeah, dude. And so what he did was he could rile them up. And he taught them to get riled up through saying Osama.
He did
Osama
that to
bin
me.
Laden.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time I went to your house,
It was,
he did that to me. He cornered me with the dogs.
Look, dude, we got
and
the
he's like,
dogs in 2002.
Osama.
No.
Just fucking screaming that shit.
I remember
And
that too. I remember
and
Riley freaking out.
Look, dude, 9/11 hit old white people like fucking
God
crack,
bless
like,
America.
like crack hit fucking Detroit in the 80s, dude.
hey, man.
Yeah.
Decimated us.
Terrorism.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was 2002. We had both dogs. He was like, this is going to be hilarious. This is going to be so good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. I just remember, because like,
They were sweethearts.
the
too. They were
entrance
sweet dogs.
to Robert's house is kind of like this, just without that little bunker piece, like for my door right there, giving you the visual image.
Yeah, it
so,
kinda
like-
is, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of is. Just that little bump's not there. So like, I walk in the house and I come in, close the door, I introduce myself. I'm like, "Hi, my name's Kyle." Blah blah blah. And then all I hear is his fucking dad, Osama! And I'm like, what the fuck? And then both his dogs get up growling, fucking got me cornered in the... And I'm like,
what the fuck?
the fuck is going on? And then I'm like petting the dog as it's growling viciously at
No
me.
beard at the time, by the way. This is just
A little mustache.
Yeah.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he wasn't training him after, you know.
Yeah.
He was just saying the name. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was
So
it.
like, I'm just standing there and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I just remember Courtney being like, shut the fuck up. And like, his mom being like, you're riling up the dogs again. Leave them the fuck alone.
That's like a crazy attack word. Honestly, that's so funny.
Dude,
It's great, dude.
that was a Vietnam flashback for me. Like,
Sick, dude.
I thought I was gonna get fucked up by the two dogs. I'm like,
Should
oh
train
well.
your bird, dude.
Oh, she's trained.
She's trying to fucking attack me randomly.
Yeah. Let alone
Every
someone would probably try to
time
touch
I
her
give
arm.
her the trust, she manages to come at me and break it.
I haven't told you, but secretly for 10 minutes a day, every time I come over, I've been training her.
Kill.
Just come in the room, shake her.
Have you noticed
Like,
how
God.
come she looks at me? I've been training her to mad at you.
So one time, this fucking bitch, she fucking scared the living shit out of me. because I was playing video games in the dark watching, and she fell over, and like she didn't fall. She was like, there was nothing wrong with her. She just tripped.
Yeah.
Right? So she's holding on this bar with one leg, and she's like, and then I'm playing this game, and I'm like, surround sound, so I'm not paying attention.
Yeah.
And in the corner of my eye, I just see her like flapping around, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I like grab her, and I'm like trying to like put her back, and I'm like trying to open her fucking leg. She's got like death grip on the fucking thing.
Yeah, when they start freaking out, they like, I don't know, like their little claws just.
There was just nothing I could do to get her off, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like shaking the fuck out of her, and I turned the light back on.
Shake the baby.
Look, man, I didn't know what the fuck. I was freaking out. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And then I turned the light on, and then immediately she goes like back to normal, and like nothing happened. I'm like,
everything's fine.
my heart dropped. I lost my shit. I'm like, if you ever fucking do this to me again, I'm socking the shit out of you. Like, I'm like threatening her. And then I sit back down, and then my friends were like, the fuck was that? What the hell just happened in your house? And then they were like, who the fuck were you talking to? I was like, oh, it's just my bird. I think she was like having a seizure or something. I don't know.
Say, she probably had an epileptic seizure from watching your screen in the dark.
That's the gayest video game in existence.
Oh no! Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Watching League and then just being like, oh fuck! It's the worst experience.
She tried to hang herself by her foot.
Not in the jungle. Oh!
I just want.
Gotta go down the main lane.
This isn't fair. I wasn't playing League. I was playing.
I
was probably playing Lethal
Overwatch,
Company. No,
wait, what is it?
Lethal Company. I don't play Overwatch. Overwatch sucks.
He used to play Overwatch.
I never played Overwatch. No.
It looks fun.
There's so many people who keep telling me I should play it.
What game?
The new Marvel game that's like Overwatch.
God, I heard it looked. I've seen some play.
There's way too many people playing it.
It's not my style of game.
And it's not my
But
favorite kind of
awesome.
game, but there's so many people fucking playing it.
People
in
are
my
just
friend
playing
groups.
Wolverine and just fucking wrecking house, dude, because Wolverine's unbalanced.
And like Hulk, you throw him as Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, it's just Overwatch with Marvel.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, that's what's in these days. People just want to play competitive
What?
games.
So I know you'll know this, but I've been seeing a lot of videos of that shark. What is the shark from? What is he?
He's from Deadpool comics.
Yeah, he's
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Jeff.
He's like a
That's what I was
fourth
thinking.
wall
He
break.
looked
Jeff?
like a Deadpool kind of style
Yeah.
Isn't he in
thing.
Suicides?
No,
different. Okay.
That's DC.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Dumbass.
I'm trying to think of what the fuck.
Scumbag.
Yeah, right.
You fucking bitch.
I haven't seen anything on this game though. I've seen like the correlation of people saying like Overwatch is dead now because it exists, but I haven't seen anything on
I mean, it is literally Overwatch with Marvel.
Yeah,
from what I've
it's
seen.
it's just they threw it out, and it's one of those like everybody loves Marvel and
Yeah,
all
so
that
everybody
bullshit.
started playing it.
So
and then
everyone's
it
just
kicked off.
addicted at this
Okay.
point. Yeah, I don't know. I can't get behind it because I don't like those kind of games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I hate those kind
Like,
of
I-
games.
Even
I can't do
Overwatch
it.
was like the same version of like 4 other games that came out about the same time, like Bloodborne and shit, and then
Yeah.
Overwatch just stuck.
Yeah.
Like
Even though it had the same
It's stuck
shitty
'cause
like
it
skill
had hot
tree
chicks.
and like yeah.
That's why it's stuck. And
Yeah.
good 3D animation.
So like I'm
Yeah.
a big League of Legends
Little bit of
person that
SFM on
I'm
the
not allowed to
side.
mention this anymore,
Yeah.
right? But this is like the last episode where I ever get to talk about it. That's what I'm taking it as, just so that you know.
It's okay,
Take
dude.
it as whatever you
We
want.
made a personal rule to not talk about Yu-Gi-Oh anymore.
Yeah, we did. Because
Oh.
we can't.
Can't, dude.
Why?
Why?
Because you'll just get down that rabbit hole and you'll say a bunch of nerd shit
It's
that
fucking-
no one
it's-
I'm
understands.
with you.
It's hard not
It
to.
does get bad
Yeah.
because when I was like really into Magic, I almost knew every single fucking card.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
And I knew exactly what those cards did, and when people would play, I'd be like, "That's not."
you have
this
to
isn't
learn
the game.
everyone's disgusting strategies too, because they're just
Yeah.
gonna beat your box.
Nah, dude. Triple Tactics doesn't do that. You have to wait for them to do a monster effect.
Yeah. Don't start.
Hey, it's cheaper now.
I don't care.
For us, this.
I don't
Dog.
care anymore.
Just play Pot of Green.
Talents is.
I ducked out because musical
Pot of
equipment's too
Green do?
expensive.
Are we going
I'll
down?
let you
that
draw
road?
3
He
cards.
started to.
Oh,
He started
shit,
to.
dude. Almost, dude.
I won't do it.
I had
It's
to stop
time.
myself.
Plus, I
Were you about to
semi-retired
correct me?
because the game's too expensive.
I had to stop myself.
Well, if you want to play
Yeah.
competitive,
Well, no, it's not now.
Expensive.
Bull Charmy's getting reprinted.
It's like nothing matters anymore. I don't care.
There's gonna be another quarter century thing. There's quarter century 4 is coming out.
I don't know this talk, so I'm lost.
I'm also
all the expensive cards usually don't get reprinted for a long time, and now some of the more expensive cards are coming out.
Oh, so they're gonna go back to being cheap.
Japan,
Yeah.
In Japan, they would just like reprint them instantly, but in America, they're like, hey, we can drain them of money, so they just did not reprint shit for a long time. So now they do this new thing called quarter century collection or rarity collection. Or whatever.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And they'll just reprint all the expensive cards throughout the year from all the core sets that jump up to like a fucking $100.
Yeah, but they're labeled different, so the older ones are still worth value, right?
And then eventually it gets reprinted, value drops. Well, now they're doing it really fucking fast.
And I think why I'm also done is that I just came into the meta at a time where I just threw like canceled and fucking barred those set cards, and then those cards' value diminished almost entirely. So then now there's just really no point.
Yeah,
I got you.
With Yu-Gi-Oh, it's when we started, it was like mostly everything was viable. There were some expensive cards, but nothing too crazy. And then it just got fucking insane.
And then you spent what, like fucking $900 out of Yu-Gi-Oh!
I dropped $600 on Yu-Gi-Oh cards one time. Oops. Oops. That was an entire paycheck.
It happens.
Yep.
That's fine.
You like that?
Oh man.
But now everything is cheap. Everything's cheap, dude.
I'm done.
We just went
Pussy.
down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, we did. Now you know.
You're so aggressive.
I did that one time for
Fucking
Magic
pussy.
where I just took a whole paycheck and was like, I'm gonna buy some of like the most elite decks just so I could go join a stupid tournament.
Yeah.
And then I was like, cool. 80 bucks on this deck, 100, 200 on this one. I didn't give a fuck, right?
Yeah.
I was ready to be in this tournament.
And then you play the tournament and get eliminated.
And then I went that day for the tournament, and they
yeah,
changed the
yeah.
day that it was supposed to be. So I ended up playing D&D, and that was when I started going to Pandemonium.
Hey,
Bando's good.
Yeah.
We were almost super tight friends.
We were
before
almost
we ever
friends
met.
before. Yeah.
We used to go to Pando.
It's elite.
Yeah.
I think that one of the same days a week as each other, but we never saw each other. And back then, this was back when they were like a very small store.
Yeah.
You know, so it was like
Before the game.
we
room?
must have passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like before the game room, we must have passed
Yeah.
each other
All
probably
the
1,000
time.
times.
Was this
yeah.
pre-COVID?
There's a good chance
Yeah,
you were
like
at a
2015.
table,
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
and I was talking to somebody at the
There's
table
a very
other
high
than you.
chance because then we started talking. We talked about this in the podcast a little bit, but we
I
started
started-
talking about how we knew the same people. We started mentioning the same people, and I flipped out because I was like, "We never saw each other in all that time. That's crazy."
What are the odds though? Like,
No, yeah, for real, yeah.
I remember going to Pando for the first time because I was just like, oh, fucking, we were doing the D&D shit.
yeah.
And I now just have like, I just bought so many fucking miniatures that I just have, I painted pretty much every one of them, but now I just have a mountain of other miniatures that
Yeah.
and then I got into 3D printing and I was like, oh, and then we just never played D&D again.
Yeah.
We just stopped.
If you can get through one campaign though successfully,
Yeah, which we
then-
did.
we did, and that was awesome. It also took 8-ish months,
That's a good amount of
somewhere
time.
around there.
That's a healthy amount of time.
Yeah, exactly. So it was just, it'll never be that though. The planets
Yeah.
aligned. It was kind of during like COVID too,
Yep.
so no one really had anything to fucking do,
Dude, we
and
were
it
gonna
was
do-
just perfect.
Yeah.
And I don't know, to recreate that magic would take a lot of group participation that we even like kind of even fell out and like kind of dwindled near the end.
we
So
were starting
the
to-
fact that we even like made it that far is astonishing for our attention spans.
there was a certain point where we were going to start up again because Nano had like a whole thing, like we were going to do like an ancient Egyptian one.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
would have
Fuck,
been
that
pretty
sounds
sweet.
cool.
That sounds
I
good.
printed out like he wanted me to get like some mummies and shit. I was like, dude, even better. I got fucking like a big fucking Exodia,
Nice.
and there was like this 3D printed pack
The forbidden one.
of dude,
The Exile.
and it was like a big like Egyptian themed like thing. There are these like websites that you can go on to, like they have Patreons and shit where you can download like all their models if you just like pay like $5.
Oh
a
yeah, the
piece and
3D
shit.
files and shit.
Yeah,
yeah.
and some people they'll release like an entire like, oh, this is our Egyptian theme pack or whatever. And I think I was like super fucking close to buying it because it was just so much shit, and I was like, I got so much fucking resin, let's do
Yeah,
this.
that'd be awesome.
That was hype. I even did like a little Anubis statue,
Yeah.
and the print failed the arm was all like flat and like
weird
and all
wiggly
this,
and shit.
Yeah,
it's always
so
the worst after waiting like
yeah. So
2 hours.
what I did though, dude, I made the best of. I made a terrain piece out of it, dude. Snapped the fucking
nice.
weird arm off,
Yeah,
snapped
yeah,
the weird
yeah.
leg off, put in like little pieces to make it look like rebar was coming out, and
Yeah,
fucking painted it up like a
ingenuity.
statue.
Oh yeah,
dude.
Robert's really good at like makeshifting shit.
Hell yeah,
But
dude.
he's good at sucking dick too, but
A little bit.
we'll only find out after the fact.
Practice.
Did you also go through that mood of like
Sorry.
when you got a 3D printer, especially when they were first coming out, maybe like first being like commercialized 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And after like printing for like 2 months straight, you just got tired of it.
Well, I did it for like I want to say a couple of years, and then
Yeah, he kept on it really well.
It was fun. It was just like some of the guys on YouTube and stuff started to drop out. There was this guy named 3DADM or some shit,
Okay.
and he was like a 3D printed dungeon master guy,
Sweet.
and he was really cool. I was in like his Discord and stuff, and then he just like dropped off the fucking face of the planet. But
Yeah.
he had like the best, like most accessible, like first timer kind of channel. And then at a certain point I was just like, eh. And then I started just like 3D printing some stuff that I just kind of wanted to paint, really.
Mm-hmm.
And then it turned into, well, now I'm just doing action figureheads. Now I'm just like doing custom parts for toys. That's it. And that's kind of what it just turned into. Unfortunately, now it's decommissioned, dude. It's on top of like a shelf in my dining room.
Mm.
A lot of people that got on the trend and then got off, but then some people like stuck around. My buddy Dimitri made his whole like cosplay like stormtrooper thing,
Right,
like
nice.
Yeah.
like 3D printed
That's
everything,
all I
painted
use mine
everything.
for.
The resin's
Yeah, that's fucking sweet.
resin's a little bit different because it's more like it's
Cleaner.
Yeah, it's plastic, but it's not as strong. So
Yeah.
some of the shit is very.
No,
like,
but the prints are so clean.
I know.
That's what you got to trade off for.
You can get stronger resin though, but the smell is a little rough. It's very chemically.
Yeah.
And then you have to like clean it off with alcohol. So you just have to like sit
Oh.
there for 20 minutes and dip it in, dip it out, dip it in, dip it out.
You gotta be
And then I
masked
had to
up.
get like a UV fucking light thing to
Mhm.
cure it fully on the outside, which not that bad, but I had to buy like a metal fucking like pan.
My
dish
brother had
pan.
to do the same thing. Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's
And
awesome. That's
like
super
it was
sick.
it was like
I
a
love
UV
that.
thing
Very
for
proud of it.
nails,
Hell
and then
yeah,
I just
man.
used that.
That's cool.
And then
I'll say
never used
this: I got my 3D printer like 2 years ago, and I have not used it once.
Oh, it's great. I would love
Fully
to get
built,
one.
ready. It's sitting on my
I
desk.
just don't have. Okay, so I'll make this thing, right? Awesome. But I don't have the fucking dexterity to paint it because I got these shaky mitts. And I don't know, man.
Well, that's why you
I
get,
would never be able to do it.
I just never had anything that I wanted to print, and I hate
yeah.
that
Never say no.
because I wanted to print my own stuff that I wanted to make.
Yeah.
But then I realized the stuff that I was trying to make all looked like dog shit.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to print any of it.
That's
Yeah.
that's why you do terrain, dude.
Yeah.
Because you
I
can just
wanted-
paint as messy as possible and just not give a shit. Trees,
Yeah.
brown, lighter brown.
That's what my buddy Dimitri told
There
me
you go.
because he's big in
Dip
the
in the
Warhammer.
black water.
Trying to get me into the Warhammer thing, but I can't.
Whatever it's called,
Warhammer
that
dudes
darker
are
water
fucking-
that
I
like adds
can't.
shadowing finish.
Wash.
Wash. That's what it's called.
I know what
glaze.
wash is. I don't
See,
know what you're
Warhammer,
talking
isn't
It's
bad.
literally like a black liquid.
about. I get what you're saying.
But I
You
just
just
feel
dip it
like
in.
it.
I did that for my
It's not my
armor.
type of game.
Like I do water and black
Yeah.
ink, and then
Those
just like
Warhammer
brush
dudes
it.
are.
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah, they are.
I'd love to, because I don't have like one of the PLA plastic printers.
Yeah.
I'd love to just get that, and there's like this, like a giant fucking cannon that Iron Man uses in Marvel vs. Capcom. that
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
made like a 3D print for, and I did it with the resin, but it's big as shit and very unwieldy, and it's just like with plastic, it's a lot lighter than resin. This is just a chunk of fucking resin. It's just too heavy for the action figure to
Yeah.
hold, so I can't do anything with
I
it.
got you.
It's just like a big silver can. I can't do anything with it now. I'd love to print it out in plastic though, because it's a little bit like lighter. It's not just like a fucking chunk. Like if I threw it at somebody, it would definitely.
Brain damage.
Yeah, dude.
I got you.
Take him out the game, dude.
Yeah.
It's going through somebody's window for sure.
Hell yeah.
I basically just put my PLA 3D printer just off to the side, and I haven't touched it since.
Nice.
It's been about a year. But like,
Start tomorrow, dude.
one of the reasons I put it away and I haven't touched it is because, first of all, them motherfuckers are way too delicate. If anything goes wrong with it, not just the leveling and shit, but like any of the wiring, the whole thing is toast and you gotta like fix it. So what happened was the fans that cool the PLA as it's, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
On the needle, the wire,
straighter,
the copper wires broke off while it was moving, like naturally.
Ooh.
Like, yeah, it was weird. So I bought new replacement parts, but I have never put them on. And like, it's just been collecting dust in the corner. But like, the whole world is at your fingertips. Like, I could print anything I wanted.
They've definitely made like probably better ones since, but like,
oh, for sure,
commercially available ones, at least from like 2015 to like 2020, were just kind of okay.
I like the thoughts that people are now using it to like build houses and shit.
That is so cool. I saw those. That's awesome.
They've cut the building process in like half, and it's like
you could print a house in a day with a big one.
$400,000
out of plastic.
Well, from what I heard, it's supposed to be cheaper than an actual house because you use less.
But once the market's caught up,
oh yeah,
they'll just
they'll
match it. Yeah,
American economy right there.
Yeah, but the whole point is, it's cheaper right now. Let's get into it. Let's build it. Let's 3D print a bunch of houses.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's like, now we're gonna raise the price because now it's a commonly used thing.
Yeah.
Dude, if I could have one of those shitty modular homes just 3D printed, that'd be badass. I would love that.
I'm actually sexually attracted to the Amazon houses.
Oh yeah, the ones.
I say Amazonian women, and
you're with me, right?
There is.
I'm with you.
There is something about Amazonian.
You just don't love me. It's alright.
Oh, that's fair.
So
anyway, sorry.
Just trees that you can climb.
Yeah, but they're fucking. They don't care about that. Piece of shit.
Amazon position, dude.
No, whatever.
Should put your legs back.
I'm
missionary on you.
It just turned.
Yeah, this whole thing went in three different directions, and I kind of like it.
Yeah, you would have to like really actually get your own land for the Amazon house.
Right. Yeah.
And
buy a plot of land and then stick it on there.
Yeah.
But
and
unfortunately, plumbing.
Yeah.
Everything else you have to install.
Yeah.
So you might as well get a house that's already been built.
My brother's a plumber.
Some sort of property value. Huh?
Yeah.
My brother's a plumber.
Still, like,
you do your plumbing.
The actual.
You still have to put in all the electrical. You still have to like put in like I imagine it needs a septic tank like situation like
fucking itches.
And then by the time we're getting to like the $50,000-$60,000 range, that's when it's like, damn, I could just do this at a house and just sold my soul to a mortgage.
100%.
But do I have a tiny house now? Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's lit.
What? You have a tiny house?
No, I'm saying like, would I like just to have a tiny house? Yeah, it's cool. I have a tiny house, but I literally just spent like a quarter of like a just regular size house. So it doesn't fucking matter. Probably more.
You're
like,
totally right.
We're delirious, dude. It's been like 2 fucking hours. It's been almost 3 hours, I think.
It's been exactly 3 hours and 12 minutes.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
We don't have the rights to that fucking song.
Oh, yeah. Well, if we're singing it and fucking it up, does it count?
No.
I think it does. Throw your ass back. Is in there.
It's been 2 dicks since you shoved a knee.
Oh.
Shoved the cock in my ass and no, I'm sorry.
Tight. I'm sorry. My hands and knees.
Yes.
Here's the thing. I love that song, but for some reason I can't hit the lyrics right now.
That's okay.
Okay.
I can't think of anything. Really.
Something about
that's all I have.
Chicken in front of the TV watching something. Right?
Sailor Moon. It's something.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Chickadee China, the Chinese
What
chicken.
you're talking about, but you got heart.
Sick and your brain starts ticking. Watching X-Files with no lights on. Yeah! Fuck you!
Got it.
White people only, motherfucker.
You're getting in dangerous
White
territory.
germ.
Got the germ, dude.
The germ's coming. The evil! Evil!
It's that technology, dude.
Technology.
Technology. That's just like I'm sorry to go off on this again. I just love that. That's just a word to just be like, they're tricky. They're tricky. Ooh. They're a little scheming, dude. Those white folks.
Everyone.
We are, dude. I feel the evil. I got it in.
I want to say this. I can't wait to see Tracy and explain to her how she's God's gift because of technology.
Hell yeah.
She is a pure child.
Technology, dude.
We gotta show her just the episode at that point.
Yeah.
Just that full 20-minute segment.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. Show her the Wikipedia picture of Yakub.
That shit's scary.
Yakub, dude.
Crispy
I was
lineup,
like, this
damn.
was the original.
Fire ass lineup, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty sick.
What is?
He definitely looks like KSI.
Oh yeah, that was.
It's like vampire KSI. That's what it fucking
Everybody
looks like.
knows.
Yeah, he's got like the little Dracula peak, but also an afro, like crispy.
Why do they call it a widow's peak?
I don't know. Vegeta had one.
Dude, Vegeta goes hard. If I had to get some sort of Dragon Ball Z tattoo, it'd probably be Vegeta.
Dude, I just want to 3D print things to make stuff for Dragon Ball Z, like the fucking weird Namekian trees.
Yeah.
Just like I want to
Like the circles.
Yeah.
With the stick.
There's dudes. Yeah.
They play lollipops. Yeah.
There's dudes that like make like terrain for their Dragon Ball Z figures, and they'll stick them in like a shelf or a detail or whatever.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And some guy did like a whole like Namekian thing on YouTube and put his like, I collect some of these figures, the SH Figure Arts.
Dende.
Yeah,
Sorry.
dude. They didn't make a Dende, unfortunately. You have to go back to the old toy line to get a Dende. But they had the whole Ginyu Force, dude. He set his shit up on it, and he just had like the trees in the background.
Nice.
It looks sick.
Nice.
It looks very good.
I don't know why, but my brother spent like $300. I don't know the name of the dragon, but it's the one
Purunga?
like Piccolo's people's dragon.
Purunga.
Purunga.
They spent like he spent
The Jack
$300 on it. It's the big
He's got
thick ass
arms.
dragon
Yeah,
that's
the
like
steroids
this.
Dragon. Yeah.
Why does
Yeah.
he have arms, dude?
But
He doesn't need those.
He's jerking off.
Who's he
yeah.
fighting?
in
Grant,
VR.
any
Oh, I'll
wish,
tell you
dude.
why. It's because he has to pick up the giant Dragon Balls.
True.
Right?
Mm.
They're heavier.
I guess
Yeah,
that
they're
makes
bigger.
sense. But
I'm bigger.
he bought that and he was like, "Yeah, man, I got this." I was like, "What'd you get it for?" He was like, "Well, I'm starting to do stop motion videos, and I thought this would be a really awesome piece." I was like, "Are you gonna take it out the box?" He's like, "No, I paid too much money for it." I was like,
Remember,
"Then why'd you buy it?"
So remember, there was this thing after Dragon Ball GT ended where everyone was just like, dude, the next one is going to be Dragon Ball AF. Called After Future.
Yeah.
And then it would just be like shittily photoshopped
Hell yeah.
images from Dragon Ball Z, or just like shit where it's like a fan art taken from
Okay.
like Mexico
I
and
remember.
shit. Yeah,
Yep.
dude.
That
It
little
was
phase.
just it was just bullshit. But
Yep.
everyone on the playground would be like, dude, this is gonna be in Dragon Ball AF. It's gonna be Super Saiyan 5 Goku. And there was that
They were
image
almost correct.
where it looks like a mixture of Super Saiyan 4 and Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah.
And he's got like a long white hair.
Because it's
But
badass.
he's got like the white fur.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, dude. They made an action figure of it.
Really?
A third party company did.
I also feel like they made like Gohan's new form kind of look like that. It's like a
Yeah, sort of.
like a
Beast
hats
Gohan.
off to the fanboys.
Gohan Blanco, dude.
Are you left-handed?
No. I just had it in my left pocket.
Why?
He's ambidextrous. Would you have a
That's
problem,
weird.
motherfucker?
Not like
I'm ambidextrous.
Are you offended because you're left-handed?
I'm also ambidextrous.
that.
But yes, I am left-handed.
Yeah, dude. I remember this shit, dude. I remember
You're gay.
seeing this shit on the fucking playground.
Yes.
Somebody like printing out a picture and taking it to like fucking school, and I was just like, "Holy shit!
It is pretty sick.
It's real.
Yeah.
It's not real.
No, but it's real in your heart of hearts.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's in our heart. It's in our mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's in our soul. You can't burn that.
They don't even do long hair anymore.
I
for
don't
these fucking
know.
Forms.
Ask the Jews.
Remember that shit, dude.
Hard. I do remember that shit.
Yeah, dude. And there was one where it was like SS5 Broly. And I was like, holy
I've never
fuck.
seen that. That looks crazy.
Yeah,
That does
dude,
look
it's
crazy.
fucking insane. Like, some of the shit is just stupid looking. But
Bring
yeah,
back the furry nipples.
some third party
That was great.
bootleg company
No.
made one.
No, it wasn't.
I know.
And
It
they
was,
didn't catch
it was completely
We're not
ignored.
going to bring it up again.
I won't say it
because
again.
we're going too far
Yeah.
and we will
I call
get
it.
flagged.
Okay,
Oh
good.
shit. Here we go.
Yeah, dude.
Whip it up.
Stop, it's all good.
Yeah, fucking did, dude.
It's all good.
Give me it.
What'd you say about
I want it.
J word?
So we did hear.
Super
Yeah.
Jesus loves
The-
me,
the
yes he
happy-
does.
Super Saiyan.
Brazilians.
Yeah. There you go.
What about Brazilians?
Brazilians.
They like Mordekaiser.
What's Mordekaiser? You know,
What's
about
that?
30 minutes ago, this whole podcast just lost traction.
It's a League of
Hell yeah.
I don't
Legends
know what the
thing.
fuck we're talking about right
we
now.
just.
I'm about to say, how do you guys like close out? Do we scissor?
So, so usually we'll just like randomly be like, we'll
Gay
be
sex?
talking into something, and then we're like, and that's our show, folks, and then we'll start like saying our ending bullshit.
And then Bird bites you as tradition?
Usually, yeah.
She turned quick as fuck when you did the clap, and she was just pissed
Yeah.
for 5 seconds. Now she's, I don't know.
She's just cleaning herself. What?
Well, we still have to. This probably should be cut out
Yes.
at this point, but we still have to.
Before we do that, right? Because you're
Rob,
no, fuck you.
I'm letting this work out between you guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
That's
we
not my
we
business.
should do the ending part,
I feel
cut it
like
off,
it's your
and
guys'
then
show.
do another little side one, because I will tell you this: I already got the notification saying that this laptop's running out of memory,
right,
so this thing can cut off any second.
right. So I
Yeah.
feel like
a
we need
child
to
with
record
divorce.
the
This-
beginning and
yeah,
the ending.
Yeah, the side piece
Right,
really
right.
quick, which would be cool. So do we just cut it here, or do we just say?
I
like,
think
our
we should cut it
goodbyes?
here and then maybe like backtrack a little in the post production
and
But
then
I-
it just
but start a
randomly
new
cuts into
recording.
our goodbyes.
of our
You
just
know,
the audio of us. intro.
I'll cut it back to the point where I was just like, and then it'll say that.
Stop
Just
clapping.
like the early days.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
This takes me back, dude.
It does.
Hey, we're fucking organized here.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
fine,
yeah,
dude.
yeah, yeah.
What you gotta do?
It's just the first
I
time
think
we've
you are.
had legit guests.
Yeah, we've never had real guests on our show before.
We're not real guys. Dude.
Well-
Real guys.
But what I mean by that is, like, last time we had Johnny and Pelos, and everybody was like, they don't talk. You guys are actually speaking
our
and
show.
shit. And it's great to see that, we have people who are actually talking, I don't know. It's all I could ever hope for.
Good.
Next time we'll do ghost stories. too.
Yeah.
That's why we're so like ad-libs.
But all right, everybody, we're calling here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed any of the stuff that you've listened to. If you did, leave a like, leave a follow, hit us up on our email at unapologeticvoices1. Gmail.
He's fired up
but
at gmail.com.
Just understand that we have our beautiful, beautiful Thomas Tripp hanging out with us today, as well myself, Kyle, and our beautiful, what the fuck is the word? People who came
Guests?
to visit us.
Yes.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of guests.
It's all right.
It's okay.
That's the point of the ending. It's supposed to sound, on the spot. Go. Say
right.
your goodbyes.
All right, dude. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on. We are Spookiboiz. I'm Robert. This is Cedric.
I'm Cedric.
I do comics whenever I feel like it. I draw. You can find me on Blue Tunes.
And I'm in a band. Soon to come, Siren Hotel.
Sponsored.
Sponsored.
Sponsored. I'll take it.
Goodbye.
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 Peace out, people.
That's pretty good.